Hi guys, it's Ash back. I'm just going to run through some safety procedures to do with our personal clothing and equipment. Alright, for today, when we're abseiling and we've got our helmets on, we are going to take off our hats. It's just a more simpler process. You can actually wear hats while abseiling, but they have to be caps without buttons on the top. These buttons are actually made of metal and are really bad under a helmet. If something does hit your head, the metal button can actually impact your skull. So, really bad. And we're going to exclude hats with cords and anything like that. It's just best that we don't use them while we're abseiling. We can take our helmets off and use our hats in our breaks. Okay? If you're like me and you've got hugely long hair, we require that you have to tie this up. Best thing that I like to do, oopsie, a tangle, is make a bun. I think even ponytails can be a bit long sometimes, so a bun that is nice and low at the back, it's really good. We can put our helmet on just above that. This goes the same for beards if you have anything like that. Use a scarf or something to tie it back, or a headband as well can also be used. Tuck it into your shirt. What else? Alright, loose clothing and jewellery. As you can see, I'm wearing relatively tight-fitting clothes, but I have got a necklace on which I'll take off. So necklaces and bracelets, anything like that is really not appropriate for today. So just take it off and put it somewhere safe in your bag, or if it's really valuable, give it to your teacher to mind. We ask that you also remove anything from your pockets. You don't want to lose anything while going down the wall, and you don't want anything to fall off and potentially hit someone on the way down. Not good. Plus, it can be really uncomfortable under your harness if you have anything in your pockets. So just take everything out and keep it in your bags. Same thing goes for belts. Sometimes they can be really uncomfortable on your harness as well. So you might just have to take that off, but you can still wear it. Another thing is shoes. They must be enclosed and have your laces done up nice and tight. Don't want anything like that happening. I think that's really about it for personal clothes, but I'll now run into the equipment that we're going to give you. Okay, so starting with our helmets. Okay, we have these great helmets that are fully adjustable. So they have this little ring at the back, which you can loosen right out, and we will loosen that and place on our heads. And we will tighten securely. Okay, you don't want it too far forward that it's running into your eyes, and you don't want it too far back that your forehead's exposed. So a general rule is about 3 fingers from your eyes. Okay. And don't forget to do the clip. If you need help tightening or loosening that, we can help you, or your teachers or your mates can help you with that. Okay. So now that that's all set up, you may want to make sure that it is not loose at all and that you can't wriggle it, but not too tight that you'll get a headache. Luckily we have the adjustment. Okay, next is our harnesses. So this black loop at the front is our belay loop, and well, it's at the front, so that helps us a bit. Hey, might just turn the camera down. Alrighty, so when we're putting this on, we're going to make sure that these 2 loops at the front are for our legs. I'm going to make sure that they are relatively loose and that we do up our waistband first. If you do up the leg loops first, you'll find that you won't be able to get the waistband high enough, and that's really important that it's nice and up over your hips. Okay, we're going to send the waistband through the buckle like this. And make sure it's nice and tight. You want it tight enough that you can't pull it down over your hip bones, okay? Now to get this extra secure, we have to make sure with these harnesses at all times that we fold them back through the buckle. Just like this. My leg loops are already done up like that. They don't need to be too tight, but I will tighten them since they were pretty loose. They don't have to be too tight. You want to still be able to walk and still be really comfy. Okay? Alrighty. Next is gloves. Today when we're putting on our gloves, we've got to make sure that they are not too small and also not too loose, and that we're fiddling around with too much glove material. Don't worry, we've got a few different pairs that you can try on. Next is our carabiners. Okay, so you'll find these a lot today. We want to make sure that when we're using our carabiners, we want to check that they are locked. So right now, this screw gate carabiner is unlocked, and when we screw it shut, like so, you'll find that you'll hear it click, but it won't shut, okay? We'll make sure that we're checking that our carabiners are locked constantly throughout the day. We'll put you in a safety line before you come up. Move this a little bit. Okay. We'll attach this to your safety line, which will be attached to an anchor, and before you come down to the cliff, we require that you clip this on to the belay loop and you click it locked. Okay, we'll be watching, but this will likely be done by you. Okay, another device that we'll be using is a figure 8 when we're abseiling. So I like to call this the snowman. Looks like a snowman, but it's a figure 8 abseiling device. Okay, and the rope runs through this, and it'll be the rope that you're holding onto as you abseil down. If you have one of these attached to you, it's really important that you leave it attached to yourself, okay, with the carabiner. We don't want to lose them, so keep it attached at all times. When you get to the bottom of the cliff, I'll show you how this is done. Okay. So the rope will be through your abseiling device like this. Ta-da! When you get to the bottom, you can't take this rope off unless you take the carabiner off, okay? Unloop it like so, take it off, and push your little man back on. And don't forget about him before you walk up the cliff. Okay, I think that's about it.